So when you're thinking about the essays, particularly MBA admissions essays, you can kind of categorize them into three main buckets. The first being the personal statement. And this is where then that statement you will talk about yourself. I know sometimes it's not very easy to talk about oneself, but in MBA admissions applications, and particularly in this essay, you have got to talk about yourself. It's going to ask you such things about your values, who you are as a person, the things that really talk about who you are, your leadership, your intellect, the things that bring you joy and happiness. All of those things are in this personal statement. So begin to take a look at your resume, talk to friends and family about who you are and what you want to convey to the MBA admissions committee. So it's that personal statement. That can come across in some questions such as what matters to you most and why. That is a personal statement, okay? Another one could be the MBA admissions committee could ask something to the effect of, tell us what you will bring into our school. What will you add? What kind of value add do you bring to this institution? That is a personal statement. So you want to be able to address those things. Again, that's your intellect, your teamwork experience, all of those wonderful things. You're talking about who you are personally. The second bucket would be the fun why an MBA, and even more so, why this particular business school. So why an MBA? That goes to show that you've thought long and hard about your short-term and long-term goals, why an MBA would help you pursue them. So it's kind of thinking about that you've really sat down and had a moment of reflection, some time to think about it. Because again, this is a school, this is a professional school. We want students to come in and have a really great career trajectory. So you have to articulate that for us. It also shows that you've researched exactly what an MBA degree is, what it can do for you. And we want to be able to see that. Even more so, the why this particular business school. That means that you've researched the school, you understand exactly what the specifics are, maybe even some coursework, some research, the faculty, the alums, all of that. Any particular centers of excellence or interest, such as centers of entrepreneurship or centers for social enterprise, all of those things that are specific to that institution. That goes to show that you spent some time in self-reflection and research. And that is vitally important because, again, you have to declare that to the MBA admissions committee. I would always tell candidates, you never want us to guess. You have to tell us exactly what you want us to know about you. And that is one of those particular essays. So the other one, the third bucket of essays would fall into what we consider the behavioral essays, okay? Basically talking about your experiences, your traits, your strengths, your weaknesses, particularly along those things. So they are all over the place in terms of what it can talk about, but some things could be the biggest commitment you've ever made. So talking about how did you decide to do that in terms of commitment. It could be tell us about your favorite book or movie, kind of getting to those fun little quirky things that may be about you. So you want to talk a little bit about those as well. So that would be your behavioral bucket. So your three buckets again, your personal statement, the why an MBA/why this particular business school, and the behavioral essays. All of those are the three buckets of MBA admissions essays that you will find in an MBA admissions application.